Last week, I made a little video discussing Amanda Spielman's flippant and gaslighting comments in an interview last week, where she goes on to say anyone that critiques Ofsted just don't understand it. The fact that most teachers support and actually like the inspection. But it was this comment about Ruth Perry's death where she said it was just used as a pivot for people to slag Ofsted off. It just shows how out of touch she is from people actually working in the profession Ofsted are supposed to support. What the tragic news of Ruth Perry did was made us all stand up and say, no, this is enough. This is not happening again. And with that story, I think we all could understand how someone could get to that point because of inspections, and that's just not acceptable. I then found out the day after posting that video that the inquest into Ruth Perry's death, which is started today, the family are getting no support towards the legal costs for the solicitors. Now, if you think about how much Ofsted are going to be able to use to pay for their solicitors, and I'd love to know where that money's coming from, by the way. Is that taxpayers' money? I'm not sure. If someone wants to let me know in the comments. A GoFundMe page was started. Now, I shared that GoFundMe page on my social media. I donated. It was amazing to see how many people commented on that post where I shared saying that they've donated it. And I've got some really good news to share with you. In just 3 days since that GoFundMe page has launched, over £70,000 has been raised when the initial target was £50,000. I think this response speaks volumes for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think we all within the education world and beyond want justice for Ruth. We hope this helps the family get the justice they deserve. I think everyone in education completely understands why we need an inquest into this. We know the detrimental impact Ofsted are having on all of our mental health. I think it also shows just a response like this, just how together and close we are as a profession, how supportive we are, and we're there for each other. And I hope if the family of Ruth, her colleagues, the school, see this video, I hope I speak on behalf of the whole profession when we say that we are behind you every single step of the way. I think it also proves that despite what Amanda Spielman says, where she thinks schools and teachers support the inspectorate and actually like Ofsted and welcome them, this sort of response, I think, says the complete opposite, which is what I've been saying, for a number of years. I have to take my word for this. The Beyond Ofsted inquiry concluded that it's not fit for purpose and it has a detrimental impact on schools. Part of the inquiry found that only 11% of teachers think Ofsted inspections are a valid way to measure schools. I'm surprised they made double figures there. There was also the Education Support Partnerships Wellbeing Index that for the first time this year asked questions about the inspectorate and found 73% of staff thought the inspections were not fit for purpose, 64% consider inspections do not deliver reliable judgments, and 71% saying that they negatively impact their mental health. As I've said, a massive thank you to everyone who's donated, shared and contributed to this. I really do hope it helps. I hope through this inquiry, this brings the justice Ruth and her family deserve. And I hope from this tragedy, it can be a real turning point for change and an inspectorate that values schools, values teachers, and is a positive force for good in our profession.